Really difficult week for Everton, as I said at the top of the show. Bill Kenwright passes away on Monday. Then on Thursday, the Daily Telegraph came out with an exclusive report on their front page of the sports section saying that the Premier League has recommended that Everton face a 12-point deduction if they're found guilty of breaking the league's financial regulations. Now, a decision is not expected until later this year, and Everton do have the right to appeal the decision if found guilty. Just to make this crystal clear, it will not be up to the Premier League how many points, if any, that they are deducted. It is an independent commission who, if Everton are found guilty, will make that decision. It's just the Premier League, according to this report in Telegraph, who are recommending a 12-point deduction. How much is that going to hang over this club, Robbie?
Absolutely. It's a big shadow, Rebecca. And you said a line at the top of the show where Sean Dyche has got a lot on at the moment. And he absolutely has, in terms of that 12-point possible deduction, would mean relegation for Everton. It's pretty as simple as that. But it's interesting, in his press conference this week, Sean Dyche said, I need to focus on the dressing room and what goes on there. And he can only sort of address tactics and clean sheets and getting Calvert-Lewin scoring goals and those things, because the other part of it, with the points deduction, is something that is going to happen in the future, and we don't know the outcome. And the players can't affect that. What they can affect is what's on the pitch and playing at West Ham today.
What I would say to that, Rob, is that he might have to address the players with this, because this is hanging over them. And I know what you mean, like, we'll do the football side of it.
How does that help me if I'm Calvert-Lewin or Onana or Doucouré?
But I think the manager might have to, like, speak to the players.
Yeah, but I think everybody, they read the media, we see the stories.
But all I'm saying is I think it takes managing this. This is potentially a disaster. I mean, you'd normally expect a team to overspend, irresponsible spending to get in trouble with this rule, to be towards the top of the table. Because they're spending so much money, you're at the top, and a 12 points would mean that you're down in the middle. The impact, even if, Rebecca, if it's 6 points, we got relegated with a 3-point deduction. How many points were you relegated by? 2. Wow. So given where they are right now, and there's a different rule breaking and stuff, so what is it? It's £304 million of losses over a 3-year period. You're allowed £105 million. That's nearly £200 million of losses. They've got to try and explain away with the independent commission. So, given where they are...
The whole procedure, though, looks like... is it 12 points, or do they, go to court and say, well, we want to appeal the 12 points? How many points in the end does it get? And all this would have to happen before the end of the season, wouldn't it?
Well, that is the problem, isn't it? Because you've got the situation where it could get very messy. Because were they to be found guilty and have a point deduction, I'm sure that they would want to appeal. But then you can't appeal if you've already been relegated, because how do you suddenly come back into the Premier League in the middle of next season?
Just quickly on us, we got 3 points deducted like midway through the season, and the appeal was ongoing because we knew it had to be done by the end of the season, and we were nervous wrecks. We were in the bottom 3.
As players, you were?
As players. And the stories were, we're going to get it back. We've got this fancy QC that's going to win this appeal. Well, it came through late in the season. We didn't get them back, and we were relegated. So it's got to happen in the season, because you can't go back.
Yeah.
Is it going to be this season? Are they going to delay this to next season? This is a big story.
And, of course, there's another angle that, of course, it's not those players' fault. It's not those players' fault who could have a relegation on their resume
which the past
from somebody else's doing up higher at the club. We shall see how this develops. It will not be sorted out quickly, I can promise you that. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.